Good evening, and thanks for joining us online. I'm Jim Patton, and this is a San Diego 6 News webcast for Friday, July 3rd, 2009. The man arrested earlier this week for a series of home invasion sexual assaults in San Diego County was found dead in his prison cell this morning. 39-year-old Thomas James Parker was facing at least 7 counts for assaulting women at knife point after following them through their open garage doors. Just yesterday, authorities announced they had DNA tying him to at least 3 of the assaults. But as Sergeant Roy Frank with the Sheriff's Department explains, Parker was found dead this morning.
This was in the San Diego Central Jail. He was on the 5th floor inside of his cell at the time. This morning about 7 a.m., deputies were doing a routine security check. As they were inside the module, they noticed that there was an inmate hanging within a cell. That inmate was housed by himself in that cell. They opened the door, they checked on his welfare, obviously, at that point in time, and they released him from the noose. They tried medical intervention, and unfortunately that person did pass away.
Sergeant Frank went on to say that when Thomas Parker was brought into the prison, he was put through an evaluation, and there was no indication he was suicidal at that time. The noose is only being described as makeshift. Parker would have had access to bed sheets and clothing. An update on the death of a Navy seaman at Camp Pendleton. The Navy confirmed today that the body of August Provost was not bound, gagged, or mutilated when it was discovered on June 30th. Yesterday, a Navy representative said there was no indication the killing was a hate crime related to the fact that Provost was gay. Nonetheless, several political and gay rights leaders have called for a thorough and transparent investigation. A person of interest is being detained, but there's still no word of any charges being filed at this time. Well, a big night at Petco Park as Los Angeles superstar Manny Ramirez returns after a 50-game suspension for violating baseball's drug policy. In a news conference about 4 hours before the first pitch, Ramirez apologized to fans and his teammates, but refused to talk about steroids or the reason for his suspension, saying, quote, "I don't want to get into my medical record." He concluded the news conference by saying, "Showtime tonight," and many are looking forward to that. Tonight's game at Petco is sold out. Well, San Diego police are stepping up enforcement at beaches and bays over the 4th of July holiday weekend. Officers will be patrolling by car, on foot, bicycles, motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, horseback, boats, and in the air to make sure everyone has a safe and enjoyable experience. A reminder that consumption or possession of an open alcoholic beverage is prohibited on San Diego's beaches and bays. More than 1 million people are expected between Friday, July 3rd, and Sunday, July 5th. Well, taking a look at our weather, we had morning clouds today with lots of afternoon sunshine. Temperatures inland were well into the 80s, and it was much cooler along the coast in the low 70s. And those marine layer clouds will continue to be around in the mornings and nights. The 4th of July holiday weekend will bring less humidity, but temperatures are expected to warm up. Meteorologist Aloha Taylor will let us know how hot it is expected to get coming up on San Diego 6 News at 10. And here's what we are working on for San Diego 6 News tonight at 10. We'll have the excitement from Petco Park as Manny Ramirez makes his return to the lineup after that 50-game suspension. Also, the final target of Thomas Parker shares her story. She tells us how she was attacked by him and how she was able to fight him off. This in her own words. And getting ready for the 4th of July, we'll have a live report on tonight's celebrations and what is coming up for tomorrow. Join us tonight at 10 for San Diego 6 News, and again for 11 at 11. All the news and weather you need in just 11 minutes. We thank you for joining us online and hope to see you tonight.